You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
This is Theo Broden from Feedback. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, we are all the way live right back here at WHPR, WHBS 160 Victor Street. And we thank you so much for being tuned in this morning. And you can always call in and join in the conversation. And you know, there have been some wonderful things that took place and some horrendous things that have taken place over the past week, a little over a week. And if you want to make any comment on what you think about the little girl who was killed by pit bulls. There were 3 of them. I heard someone talking about it as if it was one lonely, happy, healthy pit bull. No, it was by 3 vicious pit bulls. Pit bulls that should not have been out, should not have been allowed or able to get loose from the yard in which they were supposed to have been secured. And everybody knows now they were not. There are those who say we need to ban pit bulls from the city, and there are those who say we just need stricter laws. What do you think? But while people think about that, this voting that is coming up, and particularly 2020, is so important, and each community is in a district that's represented by members of Congress. And which one are you in? Tell us about the district that you're in.
So I am with the 13th district, where Jonathan Kinlock is our chairperson.
It's made up of 12 cities. Go ahead.
And we have a board, and we have the statutory committee, and we have many, many members. I sit as a person who sells the raffle tickets. I'm very proud of that because at the end of every meeting, we can give away, it's a 50-50, and we usually can give away between $80 and $120 every second Saturday of the month. Starts at 10 o'clock, and that's our board meeting at 10, and then the general meeting starts at 11, from 11 to 1 o'clock. And our membership person is Ms. Joan Robinson Cheeks, and she will help you to make sure that your membership is up. And if it's not up, she will be more than happy to take your $30 per year membership fee. So we have that every month. Now, we're almost getting to the end of the year, where in around November, the end of October, November, we always give away turkeys. There used to be a time we would get 20 turkeys to give away, but now we get at least 5 turkeys. So most of the members are more than welcome to put your name down for turkey giveaway. And then we also have a Christmas holiday party. So I just mentioned that right now because we're getting ready for those things. Now, because we're going into a election year, you know, our politicians really come out this time of the year, okay?
Yes.
And so let me say that as a member of the NAACP, we are going to have our annual NAACP dinner, which is going to be October the 20th in Allen Park.
Can people join the NAACP? They even though they don't live in River Rouge or East
Yes,
Forest?
yes, you can join the Wayne Western chapter of the NAACP, and we'd be more than happy to have you.
And now
But we-
Jim Netter was president at one time, right? Of the Western
and-
Wayne. Mhm.
Yeah, but we've had several presidents, but our president right now is Miss Gina Wilson Stewart.
Gina Wilson.
And
okay.
she is doing a dynamic job,
Okay.
and we got our membership is up, our youth membership is up, and we are doing some really, really, really good work. One thing about NAACP, and not to forget about Michigan Democrats, and for me, all of those things go together, okay? Because the same people you see at the Democratic Club organization are the same people that you will see at the NAACP meeting, okay? So in the way that I view it is that we all work together. So I want to encourage the people from the 13th District to also join us on October the 30th for our NAACP dinner. And now let's go back to the 13th District. We are going to have a lot of people coming in between now and I guess March, and March is the primary election for the presidential election. So we will have a lot of people coming in right now, and so I encourage all the politicians to come in and, show your face, pass out your literature. This is the time to get started.
Now tell me this: the Perfect Beat is where the blues night is taking place. And tell me the date, but the day.
The day is Saturday.
Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Okay.
August the 31st.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Saturday, August
This is
the
your
31st.
kickoff to Labor Day.
Oh, gotcha.
This is your kickoff to Labor Day. You know, we like to party the whole weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
So this is your kickoff to Labor Day.
Okay.
Yes.
And can the tickets be also gotten at the door?
You can purchase your ticket at the door. Yes.
Okay.
$10 ticket at the door.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
$10 before and $10 at the door. We don't raise the price at the door.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will not do
and
that.
there is free refreshments and free entertainment, and you can get down
It's
at the
going
Perfect
to
Beat.
be a blast. Trust me on that. It's going to be a blast. And this is what I'm encouraging. Years ago in River Rouge, we had a place called the Chappies. That's where the Temptations started.
Wow.
Yeah, we had the Visitor Inn. They had every Saturday, they had jazz, live jazz. Jazz musicians came in every Saturday.
Now those
From-
two places torn down. Okay.
Torn down, gone, just it's gone.
Wow.
And, so I'm trying to encourage people to come back to Southwest Detroit. It's very safe. We don't have guards and all that stuff all around, and it's a beautiful place to be. On Sunday night at the Perfect Beat, they do have live entertainment. But what we're having is from the Idlewilders, live entertainment, and
And
a blues night.
okay.
Yes.
And then you're having a DJ as well.
We're going to have a DJ,
as
yes.
well?
First I want to remind the viewers and listeners that the call-in numbers here again are area code 313-868-0342, 868-0351, and 868-4336. And I wanted to ask you, Ms. Dobbins, specifically and particularly because you're on the Planning Commission, I noticed a lot of communities now are having, and Inkster did this maybe a couple of years ago, where they had, I remember Alexander Zonjic being part of it, but what they did was they had, it's just something, people, I know Ferndale, Royal Oak, a lot of them are having like little special things, Plymouth, Michigan, et cetera, to draw people to their communities just have I guess like a city space where maybe outdoor concerts and that kind of thing. And I only mention that because I know that, particularly music lovers, like I was at the Jazz on the Ave in Dearborn, and that was a free event. But I know that when you have those type of things, one, you'll have a mature group of people that will come in, but it also exposes the city to people who would not have otherwise known about it. So
Yes.
that may be something to discuss with the Planning Commission, because I noticed over the last 4 or 5 years, I want to say, a lot of communities, Ferndale's now trying to say, come to Funky Ferndale,
Yeah.
and then Royal Oak's got their own little pitch, and everybody's got and Pontiac, as a matter of fact, is doing the same thing now. I was listening to the mayor of Pontiac. So that may be something that River Rouge considers it specifically, since you have this outdoor park space, I believe you mentioned.
Yes.
And I know in Detroit they have Beacon Park, which DTE is a part of, but having something like that for people who don't know about the community, because I've gone to communities like Inkster when they had their 2 or 3 day event. I think it was basically on the weekend, but that may be something also, like you say, come on down and join us.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't have the literature right here with me. I think it's in my purse. But I just finished talking to a promoter who is going to bring jazz on the river
Okay.
to Ballinger Park. His name is Thomas, and promoter Thomas. I'm going to meet with him. He's coming on August the 31st, so, if I'm given an opportunity to come back, I can give you more information about him. But he is a promoter. He's going to bring jazz on the river to Ballinger Park, and it's coming soon. So, just like I said, I just don't have the literature with me right now.
Well, I look forward to being there too, because I go out to Monroe when they have it, when they go have it in Trenton.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
definitely be in.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, that's wonderful. And so we would like to be able to promote that, and if anything else, maybe we can get him on the show.
Now, go ahead. You going to say?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to go back to the 13th district and ask
Okay.
the member of Congress, who is the member of Congress that is represented by the 13th district.
Rashida Tlaib right now is our representative, and so what I've noticed from past meetings is that she comes and she's welcomed and she's greeted, she's accepted, and right now, because she is our congresswoman, what we have to do is learn how to embrace the person that we elected. Win, lose, or draw. If you selected that person, surround them, support them, and let's get something done. That's my philosophy about how we need to do. Okay, if you didn't like her, well, fine and dandy. Let's move forward and get somebody else. But right now, today, she is our congresswoman. Let's do it.
Right. Well, I wanted to be able to share that, and Vicki Dobbins is a precinct delegate. And,
Yes, I am.
and so we wanted to let you know that and to share that information. And partly because Rashida Tlaib, a member of Congress, is the one who is being attacked by the President of the United States. And it's mostly because she speaks up and she speaks out. She's not afraid to speak to the issues that are in place. So just wanted to share that. In the meetings of the second Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, I know they do move around, but it seems that most of the meetings are at Local 600.
Most of our meetings are at Local 600, which is located on Vernon Avenue. Now, we do have meetings in Romulus, at the Romulus Recreation Center. Now, that's an awesome meeting because they feed us really well. And we've had the meeting in River Rouge, also in Inkster, and let's see what else. What's another one? You remember another one?
One of the other cities?
Yeah.
Let's see. You
But
got
I think
Canton and Westland. Wayne has 3. You got Detroit. Highland Park is a part of.
Oh, yeah, we
13th
did have a
District.
meeting in Highland Park. That's right. Yeah. But basically, the majority of our meetings are in at Local 600. Yes.
And occasionally they have them in. Is it Ecorse? Somewhere out there.
Well, it's really in River Rouge. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
remember a meeting actually in Ecorse. We could have a meeting in Ecorse if they invite us, but the people from Ecorse come, the city council, people from Ecorse do come to our meetings, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, that's good for a corporation. You know, have you ever had any of the state reps come to your council meetings, or the state senators come to your council meetings?
Oh, yeah. Tyrone Carter is always at our council meeting.
Okay.
Isaac Robinson comes to our council meeting. Oh, yeah. Cynthia Johnson comes to our meetings. Oh, yeah, we do have representation there, yeah. But just like I say, see, Cynthia, Tyrone, and Isaac, those are the 3 names I know right off the top of my head. Once they they are all new representatives, and once they got on as state representatives, they hit the ground. They had something they wanted to do.
Right.
And one of them was to clean up Detroit. They wanted to see tires and trees and weeds picked up and moved out of our city.
And one of the first things Attorney Isaac Robinson, who's now a state representative, did
Yes.
was to shut down the incinerator.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
was a good thing.
Yes, it was. And so, so they together decided that there were things that they wanted to do. They had a mission, and they moved forward with that mission, and I'm so happy that they did. I would be interested to see what the next mission is that they're going to attack, okay? Because this is what we need, somebody to actually come in, and when they say they want to do something, okay, we need them to make some rules and regulations and this and that, but we need people on the ground making a difference. And the next time, Cynthia, you have a hearing or something, call me and let me be a part of it with you, because I love to protest.
We all should.
I love to protest. We protest last week with Reverend Sheffield on 7 Mile and Livernois.
Avenue,
Oh,
yes,
yes, indeed.
yes.
People came by, they blew their horn, and I was there to see that the businesses on Livernois are just about gone. Now, you tell me, Mrs. Broughton, why did they do it like that?
Well, it appears that it had a lot more to do with gentrification, also known as
Yes.
Negro removal, than it did a district that was not being operated in a fair, equitable, clean, manner. The Avenue of Fashion, I was told, is the oldest black business district in the country. Now,
I believe
don't
that.
know, but that's what I was told. And there were many businesses there that people had been patronizing for years.
Yes.
But the first thing that happened, which was dumb in my opinion, was to put a concrete wall or median down the middle from 8 Mile all the way down to, I think it goes past 6 Mile. And the street is a narrow street.
Yeah, it's a narrow street.
And
it
now-
just didn't make sense. I lived there. When they started that, I lived there. And I said, what was the purpose of that? It made no sense. And the more I looked at it, the worse it got. Now, I do notice that they did put some trees in there, and they put a little grass in there, and it looked it looks better. But it serves no purpose.
Right.
The point is, it serves no purpose. Now,
Exactly.
okay, you decided that it serves no purpose, so you want to dig it up. But look at the businesses that you crushed
Right.
in the process.
But the question becomes, what kind of construction company or demolition company would come and just knock down from 8 Mile all the way down to 6 and not make arrangements to take care of it section at a time? Okay?
Exactly.
We tear down, I don't know, half a block, whatever the length is. And the cleanup crew come and get this crap up off the street so
Yeah.
people can still drive up and down on Livernois. But no, they want to tear everything down and just throw stuff all over the place. You can't drive over it without tearing up your car.
One thing I noticed as being on the planning commission, that there is a meeting, a planning meeting, where we decide from 8 Mile to Puritan how we're going to do this. Now, I don't know who was at the meeting, and I don't know who made the plan. But when I tell you, somebody needs to account for the way
Right.
that these people's businesses have been crushed.
That's
okay?
one. And
It's ridiculous. It just does not make sense.
right, and two, when the toy train was being put on Woodward Avenue, the businesses along Woodward Avenue were subsidized. Because whether somebody comes in or not, you still have to pay for lights, gas, water, rent, lease, cleanup, and all of those things roll
Have
into
to be
one.
done, yeah.
That's right.
But-
so subsidies were afforded those businesses on Woodward. But you think they would have done that on Livernois? Huh? Anyway, we're down to our last couple of minutes on the show. And I want to thank all those of you who tuned in this morning and to let you know that Hood Research has a website, hoodresearch.org, and the telephone number for Hood Research is area code 248-234-2371. Again, the telephone number for Hood Research is area code 248-234-2371. We are looking forward to you being with us at our meeting at Dable on the second Saturday of the month, 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. And I say, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And we at Hood Research seek out as much information as we can to share with you to help us all make better informed decisions.
Now, in this last minute and change, I want to have first Miss Dobbins give us the information on the Perfect Beat, the Idlewild fundraiser that's coming up the 31st.
And on the 31st of August at 5 o'clock p.m.,
Saturday.
Saturday, we are going to have the Idlewilders are coming down for Big Mama's Blues celebration and fundraiser. The tickets are $10. You're more than welcome to come and purchase your ticket at the door, and we welcome everyone. We're going to have a ball. The food is free, the music is free, the dancing is free. So come on down and join us and have a wonderful time at 1941 Fort Street, Southwest Detroit at Schaefer.
And as I always say, if you want to be nothing, do nothing. But the only problem with doing nothing is you never know when you're finished.
And I want to thank you, Vicki Dobbins.
Thank you so
Precinct
much for
delegate,
having me.
being with us.
Okay.
And we're looking forward to you coming back again.
Thank you.
Now,
And we want you all to stay tuned to Get in the Know with
Marley B.
You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Hi, this is Thabiti Mpinda from the Feedback Program. You can watch me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WHPR TV Now app. Download our free app at WHPR TV Now.
Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern.